Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another HayDayEveryday video. Recently, a lot of people have been asking me about the expansion permits, so this video is going to be all about the expansion permits, basically everything you need to know about them. So hopefully after watching this video, all your confusions related to the expansion permits are going to be cleared. I know a lot of you guys already know what they are, but for the new players that have just started HayDay, this might be helpful. So let's get started with my game and see what's going on. The first thing, of course, we have to harvest my crops. Got some oats and wheat, which is literally the biggest contrast because the wheat is the lowest level crop and oats are the highest level crop. So that's kind of funny to me. Okay, my silage just got full. This means we need to do something else. So we're going to plant some corn and let's plant some carrots. Yeah, like this. I'm going to do my honeycombs and peanuts. Let's do my boat quickly. Oh my gosh, I need more raspberries. Let's collect a bunch from here. That's pretty cool. We're gonna fill 2 crates, and I think I'm just gonna ask for help like this. And let's quickly make the dairy. Okay, now I'm gonna come to the main topic of this video, which is the expansion permits. Now, first of all, what are expansion permits? Now, you can call expansion permits a supply, an item, a thing, an entity, a feature. I don't know. They're not specifically a tool. But the expansion permits are used to open the land, which is across the road. And they unlock at level 25. So you might not be able to see this land over here. You will have to wait a couple of levels. But once you see them, for example, you guys can see over here, expand your farm. And on the right side, you guys can see it says more area for your buildings. And we have something called as expansion permit. Get from Derby, mystery boxes, or the Wheel of Fortune. I've currently got 37 over 23. And you actually need a crazy amount of expansion permits if you want to open all the land. First thing you have to remember is that expansion permits are rare. They're going to be hard for you to get, so you have to be patient. They're not going to be very easy. There's a couple of ways you can get them in the game, but even with that, you'll have to be constant because that is literally the only and the most efficient way to get the rare items in the game. You just have to play and play regularly. Otherwise, you don't have to complain. Now, a little history. Expansion permits were added into the game back in April or the spring 2017 update, so it's been almost 7 years since we have them. I think this was a genius idea. I mean, when this was added in the beginning, a lot of people hated it, but I think this was cool. First of all, this keeps player engaged in the game. You know, this wants them to work more and more. And secondly, you don't get bored. I mean, think about it. If you're able to do everything very quickly, you don't have to work for it, things are not going to be so much fun. So I think this keeps us engaged. This keeps us, enthusiastic about what's going to happen in the future. We play derbies and so much more just to open all the land. So that's basically the introduction of the expansion permits, and that's what they do. So hopefully now you know what you're going to do with them. Number 2, another confusion a lot of people have is that they cannot see the expansion permits, like where they are. So to see that, you just have to tap on your level star, go to your farm statistics, and scroll at the bottom. You can see over here, it clearly mentions how many expansion permits you have. So I got 37, and no, they cannot be stored in your barn. And of course, you cannot sell them. So don't even worry about selling them, or if you got them, just check your farm star and you'll be able to know how many you have them. Now, let's come to one of the best ways to get expansion permits in the game, and that is the derby. Not just any regular derby, actually the bunny derby. So if you are looking for expansion permits, if you want to open your land faster, do not miss any bunny derbies. They are literally so helpful. You can get up to 5 expansion permits. Of course, you have to spend diamonds, but I think it's totally worth it. Okay, we're going to claim our reward. So you guys can see I've already got 2 in, the extra bunny horseshoes. Okay, let's select my prizes. I don't think that I need anything from here. I'm just going to get the blueprint puzzle piece. Let's get the blueprints, and I'm going to reshuffle. So hopefully, yeah, you guys can see there are 2 more expansion permits that just appeared, and I'm going to do more. Yes, there you go. That is pretty cool. 5 freaking expansion permits in the derby. 3 from the bunny horseshoes and 2 from the common horseshoes. And you can see they appeared on number 4th and number 7th horseshoes. So you also have to remember that. And we're going to claim them. That is freaking awesome. That is just brilliant. So Even though I hate Derby, but I have to play it because I want to open my land. And that leads me to my very first point that expansion pyramids keep players engaged. They want players to work more and more and to play the derbies, which also helps them with other things. So yeah, this is one of the best ways to get the expansion pyramids in the game, but that's not really it. There are some other ways that I'll be talking about right now. Another way to get expansion permits in the game is by Wheel of Fortune. This might not be very efficient because the chances are very low. Sometimes there's an event where you can get up to 1 or maybe 2 expansion permits if you're lucky. I don't recommend spending diamonds on it unless you have a lot of them. So, not my favorite way to get the expansion permits in the game. You also get them from the derbies, which in my opinion is the best way you guys just saw. Now, another way to get expansion permits in the game is from the Valley. I highly recommend everyone to spend their tokens on the expansion permits because that's literally the best way you can spend your tokens on. So, for example, in this valley, I'm getting up to 4 expansion permits, which is just unbelievably cool. This was awesome. Okay, and considering how rare they are, this makes the valley 10 times better, and it's coming from a person that actually hates the valley. So, don't miss your valleys, play them every single day. Sometimes Greg has special boxes during Christmas, Lunar Year that you can open, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to get up to 1 or maybe 2 expansion permits, so keep your eyes open for that. Another good way to get expansion permits in the game, please remember that they're rare, so the chances are always going to be very, very low. Sometimes, maybe once or twice a year, we get the boat event, which is expansion permit boat events. You can get up to 5 expansion permits from that boat event. It doesn't happen very often, as I mentioned, but when it comes, it's still a good way to get them. You can also get expansion permits from the farm pass. You guys can see over here. And considering that now we have like the beta farm pass, there's a lot of chances. So you can actually get up to 5 or 6 expansion permits from the farm pass if you buy it. Even if you don't buy it, you can still, I think, get 2 expansion permits, which I think is worth it every month. And the last way that I can think of, it's not a good way, but what the team does sometimes, they bring the expansion permits for the diamonds. And they're extremely expensive. It's like 5 expansion permits for like 500 diamonds. I don't recommend that, even though I did purchase once. I bought 10 expansion permits. I spent 1,000 diamonds back in 2022, and I'm never going to do that again. But I did it. It was crazy. But if you're a rich person, if you have a lot of diamonds, you can spend them. It's your game. It's your choice. But this is not a very efficient way. But I had to tell you guys because this is a whole guide video. And that's basically what you do with your expansion permits. You open your land. And is the land important? I mean, it definitely is. Hate is a very competitive game. It's like a business game. You have to grow your farm. You have to make it better every single day. So I think doing something is better than nothing. So yeah, I think having enough land is very important. You can also decorate it if you're a decorator. You can put your machines. You can just create whatever you want to do with that spare land. So I hope this video clarifies all your confusions related to the expansion permits. If you guys have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. Ew, I forgot to mention one thing. When expansion permits were first added, they were not so rare. I remember we used to get them from the mystery boxes, and now we cannot get them from the mystery boxes. And they also used to be on the Wheel of Fortune, and quite frequently. Now there's just one event, and apart from that, it never appears on the Wheel of Fortune. But before that, it used to be on the Wheel of Fortune a lot of the times. So maybe team didn't think that, they're going to become like a very major thing in the game as they are now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel for more Hay Day videos and such guides that I'll be posting. If you want me to make a video on a specific topic, please comment below. I'd love to do it. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.